There's like a lot of stuff on the ground that he's playing against.
Yep.
Fear.
Hello.
Which one you feeling right now?
I mean, I'm on the Satanic train right now. If I feel like he has the carry-to-carry matchup, he has the free lane, he's been delivering.
And my Morphling Specialist, 23 Savage, would you be happy right now if you were Mickey?
Yeah, I think I'm happy. I think it's a really good morphing game.
You happy with your mid laner being a shaker?
Yes, I'm really happy.
Okay.
Need Nisha to kill Puck, and then I'm good.
Well, if you got Nisha on your team, there's a pretty good chance of that happening. Bangkok, are you ready for the last series of the night? You know, 23, you always told me that Thai fans, some of the best in the world, and I'm seeing it right now. So let's get into our game number 1 with our casters.
TI-7, TI-10, TI-12, and TI-13. TI winners aplenty here in this matchup between Liquid and Spirit, 2 time winning organizations here, Avery.
And they've got everything in this game 1. You cannot ask for 2 more explosive drafts on every level, from the laning to the massive AoE teamfight to the scaling. Satanic on his signature Medusa. Mickey on his, what is becoming a redemption hero for him. That Morphling from yesterday absolutely put that series on his back. This used to be a hero he got flack for, and all of a sudden he is making it into a signature for this tournament. Cannot ask for anything more in this game 1.
No, you certainly can't, and it will be interesting, that carry matchup. I'm glad that you opened up talking about it, because I think despite being a TI winner and being on a top tier 1 team, Mickey has long been disrespected as a carry. He is not the person people talk about. Yatoro, Satanic, right? Those are the names that come forward when you talk about the best carries in the world, but Mickey carried Liquid through that series last night in a very important matchup. And now it's a chance to do it again against the youngest up-and-coming carry coming out in Satanic.
The next generation always on your heels. And I agree. Mickey has been overperforming this event. And you got to remember, this is a guy who took up that leadership mantle and is drafting now for Liquid post-TI.
He's also a guy who moved to carry in the first place to move space for Nisha.
Exactly.
Right? This is a guy who is constantly sacrificing himself for the good of the team, and then still manages to pull out the clutch hard carry performances when needed. But Satanic has proven to be perhaps the best in that hard carry specific slot.
And to me, he's looked like the best Medusa in the world. Not only because he executes well in the hero and he understands the timings, it's about how Spirit play around him in a 4-protect-1 situation, right? Yeah, Laurel can carry a game. Yeah, Moloch is going to find his farm and make his presence felt. But this is a team that plays around the carry and wants him to be that 1v5 force. Yatoro-esque, some might say.
Saberlight trying to cut through the trees here, get out with the bounty rune intact. But slowed down so heavily, it looks like he's going to be the victim of blood grenades, and it is going to be first blood for Rue.
A nice start for the Spirit supports, as Vaposhka will also pick up the extra XP. And I do want to highlight his Elder Titan before we start this game. Am I a little biased towards that hero? Sure.
Of course.
He is one of the few 5s in the world still playing this hero at a super high level. He's still taking this momentum. He's playing for the lane domination, and he's not afraid to get into the mix in the late game team fights. That's what I love about his Elder Titan play.
Look at that positioning. Hidden in the trees, pops out behind him, gets a little bit of chip damage on Boxy.
You have to be smart with this hero in the laning phase. It's a reason why Vaposhka can make it work so well for the squad, and it is a hero that is extremely scary to play against in those ultra late game situations. On the flip side, we're seeing Insania back on the Phoenix, and to me, that might have been MVP in that third game for Liquid. Because I was talking to some of those Falcon boys today, and they were saying that turnaround on that bottom gate where they got caught going through, that kind of got baited into the Phoenix, that was the turning point in that game 3. It shifted so much momentum, and you have to remember what set that up. It was Insania ratting out the map with this Phoenix, being super annoying, finding way too much farm, and making the big plays in the mid and the late game. So I love that both these teams went for the huge AoE team fighters on their 5s. I think it showcases what they believe is going to push them over the edge in this series. And of course, I mean, big AoE on a C-land.
It's always going to be.
And the Bat Rider.
Disruption into Spear. Satanic is out of mana already. Liquid looking to run him down. The stomp, it hits the Mars. It doesn't hit Boxy, but that's good enough.
And Maposhka will get a little regen trade in here. There's always the danger of trading versus Medusa if you can't finish her off. Doesn't always work out that well for you. Nice
Maposhka, he might have forced this a little bit too much.
Yeah,
Beautiful body blocking from Boxy. Again, another stomp that's going to put the Mars to sleep. And Maposhka will be able to walk it off, but both Team Spirit safe lane members are low.
They're so low on reason that could prove fruitful later on.
Does manage to get to a lot of rune before Laurel, and now a hit to Maposhka, but he doesn't want to commit. He's going to let the supports clean up the kill here. Maposhka is only going to be able to run so far, and he dies.
And there's that Phoenix rotation. Not into the gate in the top, but Insania happy to make it mid because every time he moves off bottom, that's a solo XP Morphling. You're super happy in that situation when Mickey's not getting pressured, and he just gets the free farm down here against the Magnus. Will lose his Courier. That is boots on the Courier. Big blow for him. But he's surviving down here. He's getting CS, and you're getting stuff off the map. Liquid happy with the exchange.
Managed to get that flag bear. Important creep.
But you don't have Fissure to play with. You don't have that Blink Dagger for a long time. I don't really see that happening too easily here for Liquid. Could just be a quiet early game for both teams as they farm up their carries and maybe look for some ancient stacking, particularly like for this Medusa.
One team is favored more than can take some stacks. And you can see Boxy was threatening that. Team Spirit had to come over and defend. They still have a hard camp though. And I guess it's not just the Shadow Demon, it's the Phoenix as well. They've got really good ways of just letting the supports go into the jungle and kill stacks.
I like this little move from Liquid. Gonna put some pressure on the Medusa. You steal up this hard camp try. Even Laurel feels a bit pressured to rotate over here. Saber with the blink is enough to gank one of these side lanes.
They still might be able to find a kill here. Disruption, but no level 6 on the supports of Team Liquid.
We are seeing Malik clear through Ancients of his own. Spirit did get that stacking up to some degree. But this is going to be a very fast blink on the mid Earthshaker. And Nisha already on the hunt. He's eyeing up this puck mid. No Echo Slam to convert. But he can still Fissure Blink Totem.
That did not work. And that is in part because of the lack of the Echo Slam.
Yep.
I mean, how... trying to make it with a level 1 Fissure.
I think this is the one here on the map you can't kill without the Echo.
Yeah.
Everybody else you can kind of make...
But it's not going to work. He was hoping to be able to pull the creep wave without endangering his life. Liquid not leaving anything up to chance here. Sandwiching that Phoenix.
Yeah, no way you let them get away with that.
Nisha, he does have that Echo Slam back up again.
Does get scanned. Spirit playing this super safe.
Laurel, you got to be careful. I'm not sure if he can really go for any power runes right now when that Echo Slam is up. He's going to try. Invis will get there in time before Nisha can close that gap.
Honestly, he might be able to survive. Dude, there's so many scans in this game that have already hit.
These
Both
teams reading each other perfectly.
They're going to send the Cobalt in for the Wisdom Rune.
Saberlight, is he going to be able to pull this off? Meanwhile, they do kill Maposhka in the mid lane. Saberlight, meanwhile. Arena goes out. RP'd immediately. Malik holding, waiting for the skewer back. He gets speared for now, but he eventually will be able to hit that skewer back into his team, and that is going to be Saberlight surrounded. Wisdom Rune protected. The Cobalt didn't get the chance to go for the deny.
Yeah, he actually could have microed it there, but obviously he had bigger things on his mind. Spirit will defend that area of the map, protect their Ancients, get the rune. They do end up losing this offlane tier 1, which I think...
An instant Echo Slam, Nisha with the punish.
Just sends him into the dirt, and that is not a move Spirit wanted to make. As Liquid more than ready, and they find that Echo Slam connection on the puck. It's not going to take too many of those in this game for them to feel great.
Baited that out perfectly. They had the ward to spot these heroes and called for the rotation of Nisha.
This is the strength of Liquid. They're just so fast at bringing all the numbers, at reading the moves, not giving you easy plays on the map.
Underneath the tower, an RP goes out, but they don't really have much damage here. Satanic's coming in, but the damage isn't for much. He activates Stone Gaze and has to run away
Liquid,
now.
one more.
Mickey, meanwhile, driving forward with the skewer forward. Now Waveform getting in front of Malik, and they finish him off with the Enchant Totem.
No damage in the tank for Spirit. You can land all the spells you want. You can hit everybody with the stomp, with the arrows. with the Earth Splitter, but none of it means a damn if you can't finish off any of these tanky heroes for Liquid. And you're starting to see one of the big gaps in this Spirit draft. The early team fights are just not that good for them. They don't have the damage. It really comes to the third or fourth item on this Medusa. It comes from, you know, second, third item on Puck. And missing Laurel for a lot of that really hurt them. The fact he gets caught by that spear and dies first, that's a majority of your sustained damage in that fight just gone instantly.
When you're matched up against Team Liquid, it's this window, the 15 to 25 minutes, that is always the most dangerous.
They can just win the game here.
Team Spirit perhaps at their weakest at this point in time. So they're going to spot Laurel. Silence instantly. What a response from Laurel with the coil on two. They snap it with the lasso as well. Nisha has to be protected by the disruption, but when he comes back out, he is in no man's land and there's no way out.
Echo dodge. Just to send it right back his way, and Spirit find a big pickoff on the map. That was a move that was supposed to put the nail in the coffin for Laurel's early game. Instead, it's a much welcome gold injection.
A beastly reaction from Laurel gets him back in the game.
That's the knife's edge of this puck. We saw it earlier today.
For long, they immediately go for a fight. Satanic disruption into Spear, back into the rest of the team. He's surrounded, and there's nothing Team Spirit can do about it. Oh, nice Fisher. Malik is going to have to skewer his way out of this one. They saw the blinker reveal, and Saberlight got the spear!
The God read, he knew.
An absolute beautiful read from Saberlight that might just net another kill. I mean, Malik is going to have to juke his way out, blink, but where are you going to go? You don't have a TP scroll to get out of this situation. Oh, no way. He just RP skewers. You're still stuck, my friend. There is no way out.
All you get is time. Time that you hope your team is shoving in the other ways and getting something off the map right now, and they are trying to do their best at that. But it's another big team fight win for Liquid. Satanic, he was testing his strength on that front line, but he is nowhere strong enough to sustain through all of what Liquid can propose.
Saberlight trying to get a freebie, but Spear doesn't latch while it's Team Spirit who find the kill instead. Insania gets run down in mid.
Yeah, the two-man split push team in this bat and puck.
Spirit have really good vision in this area. They should have an idea of what's coming their way, but it looks like they don't. A disruption into Spear is going to pick off the Bat Rider pretty easily, and now Maposhka caught inside the arena as well.
Dude, Saberlight has been absolutely on point this game, getting all the extra catches, all the extra jumps, saving spells for the right target. Liquid are continuing to build the lead off that.
This could be a big pickup. They see an amp damage in the bottom rune area. Nisha is going to pick that one up, and immediately Team Liquid is looking for more fights.
This is an Ag Scepter done on that Shaker, so that amp damage is incredibly good right now. They want the Magnus. They will not get him.
It was close.
No.
So, pull back into Malik, 2-minute heroes. Nisha, no way out of that one. Now Mickey might get caught as well here.
Yeah,
wait for him a little bit distance. Instant RP. 2 dead on the side of Liquid off of that blunder, and straight into the Roshan pit for Team Spirit.
Dude, what an MVP award. The vision from Spirit, it has won this team so many big games, so many big lands, and Maposhka, he just sets it all up here. And the second you start pulling heroes back into this lineup, you're absolutely going to get deleted. Until this Morphling has a BKB, if he decides to go for one, that ET gets on top of you, say goodbye to your armor, you are going to get absolutely disintegrated. Mickey lingered in a situation that there was nothing to linger there for, and for your Shaker to find the initiation. I felt like that would have been pretty good for you. It's not always about the Rosh, it's about the fight or forcing your opponent into your position. Liquid are going to miss out on that opportunity, as now they just kind of have to farm into the Shaker BKB. I will say they did pick up a Hex on this Phoenix. It's a Scythe Rush for Insania. This is a build that's found a resurgence in the last few years, and it's pretty cool to see in this game because you're trying to find more solutions for Puck as this game goes later and later, and you just need as many as you can get.
Dude, Laurel's game is so hard.
Yes.
He's going
emphasis on this Magnus finding ways to start the fight, or the Bat Rider to start the fight for Team Spirit here.
2 minutes for this Aegis, and Satanic wants objectives.
And the script is flipped a little bit from that early game. It's now Spirit grouping up for these objectives, trying to get as much out of this Aegis as they can. These are what Medusa lineups are designed to do. Put him on the front line, force the objective, get the fight out of baiting an opponent onto you. But Liquid want none of it. They're just going to split the lanes, dodge this Aegis timer.
Look at Boxy. He's going to try and cut these waves, but seems like he had a read. The team sure is backing up for him, in part because of that mid ward.
You're not losing too much gold in this period. Again, Insania is the one finding a lot on these side lanes. So do you just go high ground here if you're Spirit? It's a big question. You have a minute 40 on this Aegis.
They do have the spear push into the base move.
Yes. You have
That is
fissure block.
dangerous to go for the high ground into a fissure block, yeah.
I think they wanted to just try and force heroes back or see something there. It's
Yeah.
not a real high ground attempt. Didn't get much though. Liquid didn't really react.
No.
This is going to be an Aegis that you just get a tier 2 out of and you farm the map. You want to keep scaling up this.
People, no follow-up just yet, but Mickey's closing in. If he gets a chance to turn into the puck, he's going to go for Maposhka instead. Oh, Laurel, he didn't jump to the orb. He was afraid of getting near Mickey. Now the Supernova instantly goes off, trying to scare Laurel back. Laurel goes deeper and deeper into Liquid side of the map.
Nisha
But
found
now
him.
here comes Nisha, and he's got the lockdown for him. Surely, wait. Blink not up, no way out.
Big conversion for Liquid. You chase this puck,
Oh, look
you
at
need to
Boxy.
get the payoff.
It looks like he wants to convert on this more. He needs to wait a little bit, but
this
his
is
team
super
is on the
cheeky.
way.
He's looking for that power rune. He'll find Maposhka
Yup,
instead.
he's going to find that pickoff. They know they have the numbers advantage. He just wants to be able to stall up any hero
This is
long
super
enough that
chaotic,
his team
though.
can get you. Wait,
Insania.
Insania!
Spirit once more. Guerrilla warfare on the backside.
5 for 5. Saberlight does manage to get the arena surround on Satanic. A spear to the wall. Meanwhile, Stone Gaze on Mickey. But this Dusa, once again, doesn't have any help behind him. Nisha's
Laurel,
going to come in for the
buyback.
kill. Laurel trying to come in. There's the
Massive
RP. That's what they needed. A 2-man RP, but Satanic's out of mana. He's gone.
No damage.
It's just not enough for Team Spirit. His Team Liquid are going to be able to find more. Boxy slows down Rue. They catch Malik as well. Once the Dusa is dead, it's just a grab bag of heroes, and Liquid will get a full handful.
Aggressive outpost buyback from Laurel on Puck, who is starting to scale in this game. And
Yeah. What was that kind of read? He's going to get Rue to use his BKB. Did he know that Rue was going to be cutting the waves like that?
he's been sneaking up here for a while. Insania's been doing his own fair bit of ratting, so just force Spear back to their base, corral the map. Again, you look at the vision on the map right now. There's this dire ward up by the outpost, which isn't doing much, and one on your triangle, but the Spear just don't see anything else right now.
He's going to put it to use. Immediately, a horde toss, pull back in, but Mickey immediately activates the BKB. There was the interception on the
lasso.
side. They still went for the lasso. Oh, that's not going to work out for you, Rue, at all.
Oh, way too aggressive. That's just a force play. Especially when you have things like Disruption Save, Arena like we saw there, and that BKB on cooldown. That's the big factor, right? That
Yeah.
side play top puts the bad BKB on cooldown. You don't get out of that situation if you're Rue. You're just fishing there. You get the BKB out of the Morphling, which...
They have the dust for him. Very defensive ward. He's certainly going to know that that area of the map is warded.
It'll expire by the time you ever get to dewarded. And just when I was saying Spirit didn't have a lot of vision on the map, they somehow find a way to make their one obs work.
Yep.
So another nice pickoff. He's high level. That's a long death timer. And that means more time to split push the map, more time to find farm on this puck.
Boxy. He sets up and just going to get some Dusa illusions here. No follow-up to this one.
Rue's looking.
He's going to go for it, but he is going to go underneath the vision. Sableye tried to catch him, misses on the spear. It was right as Rue blinked. Rough timing there for Saberlight as they went blink for blink.
That is so close. Might
And
have
Liquid
to
immediately smoke up off of that.
channel the spirit of collapse right now. Find that big horn toss, skewer RP.
They're baiting out Satanic, always baiting out Satanic.
Do you want to jump him at this point in the game? Do you have the burst?
I mean, they've done it in the past and it's worked out for them.
They're gonna
And
take
they're
it.
going to try again. Got the Spear Arena, and he is dead. Oh, wait,
He's
RP goes out.
alive.
Satanic, he gets a couple of shots, but it's just not enough. Now the Sunray is gonna go out, trying to protect this Mars, but he's being dragged into hell. He's already gone. Oh wait, Nisha went in! Nisha with the Echo Slam from hell! Takes down two, and one of them's a dieback.
Satanic, he's back in the fight though, and he will claim a support. He has a lot of HP to work with, but can Spirit rally behind him right now?
Mickey turning into the Morphling does manage to dodge a little bit. Nisha needs his help.
Man,
Mickey commands going for Satanic. That's going to be a dieback potentially, but no, Mickey's the one to die instead. Now Boxy, drag back with the horn toss. Nisha trying to come in. Nisha, can he get the kill on Satanic? He can't. It's a stomp that stops him. Nisha will now try and get away. Shadow Blade up in a second. Blink, Shadow Blade. Still has a dust on him, but Malik, wait, he's hit by the Fissure, another enchant totem away. 3 seconds for a blink dagger, but he's gone. Nisha gets out.
Nisha did so much work in that fight for Liquid, but the buybacks are enough for Spirit to maintain the evenness in this game, and you were looking at that DPS. Some of that was that ET aura.
One, but Team Liquid, they have to find the right kind of initiation here. Insania pushing forward. Aeon Dash tried to get the side. Dodged. So that means Team Spirit will dodge that first bit of the initiation. Saberlight still kind of looking here. Wait, Nisha. He breaks his smoke. Oh, Root! He almost got him there on the lasso, but Nisha, realizing that his smoke broke, blinks back.
It's a game of vision right now.
Nisha with his Shadow Blade, fishing for more information. Once again, seeing opportunities here. And hit the Echo Slam onto the puck with the Fissure behind. He's already dead with the Arena and Supernova Satanic. All he can do is Stone Gaze and head for the hills, head for the base. Get on out of here.
Have to try and
Nisha's
survive.
not going to let him go. Wait, the horn toss. And her RP immediately going to be used. That disruption save. Here comes the BKB. A lasso pull back onto the Mars.
Yo, that damage. The Stone Gaze locking heroes down. Mickey, he needs help right here. He needs support. Nisha just doesn't have enough to bail him out.
Getting low. The skewer. Oh, what a bowling ball hit from Malik. Right down the middle. It's a beautiful strike.
Can Mickey get out? Barely survives as there's no stuns left in the tank for Spirit. But a buyback from Aposhka, able to turn near Spirit's base, and Malik with the skewer of a lifetime finds everybody on that ramp. A beautiful team fight from Spirit as finally Satanic is able to stand his ground and deliver.
Do this again.
They want the backside of Spirit's formation. They want the supports, they want the mag.
Oh, Malik would have been a great pickup, but Nisha, he's going to deal with that high ground ward. 30 seconds left on Aegis now.
Smoke up from Spirit. Looking for the jump.
Top tower is
A
under
last-ditch effort to get some mileage out of this second life on the Dusa. And failing that, perhaps just a pick off.
Look at this ward mid. It saw Mickey and Nisha. He kills it, so Liquid know they've been spotted.
They're trying to get away now. Liquid backing out, but Team Spirit,
top tower is
they
under
might just get there. Laposhka,
High ground ward.
high ground ward. Root, he managed to get it with an negative lasso on two. Supernova does go off, but Nisha's already dead. Nisha does have buyback. They do not have outpost control, though. Insania, what a great stomp timing. Just
Maposhka.
great stuff from Maposhka.
This guy is way too good, and it all starts with that vision. The high ground ward, the extra smoke. Spirit save all these little utility items for the team fights. They don't waste them on the map for random plays.
And they're trying to commit a little bit onto Satanic. Already hit him with the Abyssal Blade. There goes the RP, but only locked down the Mars, and there's the disruption. Now Mickey chasing after them with the skewer forward, waveform out. Satanic, he's going to be blocked out a little bit. They need to be able to help out Satanic here, and they got the grab on Mickey. Just what they need with the Earth Splitter on top. The Arena trying to protect him. Mickey, is he going to die here?
He is so low, but the Medusa will drop first.
He's already dead. Mickey's going to fish for more now. He looks after Maposhka. Maposhka with his vulnerability and Laurel. He's out as well.
No, he cannot escape. Does not have that Aeon Disc to bail him out. Opted to save the gold for the buyback.
And Team Liquid, they use some buybacks for that, but they can force some buybacks out of Spirit as well.
Very expensive exchange. Nisha's buyback. Nothing to scoff at in this game. Spirit did not commit any of their own. And that means they can use all this gold they saved up. If Liquid don't get anything in this return...
Yeah, that's a big if. I feel like Liquid are gonna run it down.
You kind of have to here, right? You can't just let Spirit get away with okay, they got big buybacks, and now they get to spend all their gold, and then we go into the next Roshan cycle. That's go for the buybacks, or are they willing to just sacrifice some lanes of racks here? That is another option.
How many buildings is it going to be?
I think they're happy to give up one lane. Two you might fight for, but by then the cooldowns are going to be almost completed.
One lane down, 35 seconds left for the Dusa, 15 seconds on the puck. If the puck is up, I'm not sure if Liquid can keep this going.
Rue, he's
10
hunting.
seconds left, Rue. He's gonna fish for it soon. Waveform has already been used. That puts Mickey in an awkward spot. Swim blink in, Horde toss missed.
Look for the lasso.
Now the lasso attempted, but a waveform goes out. The arena misses as well, but Mickey will get his second lane.
Did he? Could he not? What? What?
I don't
Wait,
know what the hell that
was. Could he not click it?
It might have been some sort of arena bug.
It was on the arena wall. He couldn't target it or something. I have tank for Spirit. And wait,
Satanic is daring you to go for him.
Insania.
And they're going to respond, but they went for Maposhka instead. Maposhka, he's going to immediately use his buyback. The Supernova. Satanic is extremely separated from his team right now.
Disarmed.
And they throw out the Echo Slam. They're trying to finish him off. And they should. Oh, the RP! A second one coming in as well, but it's not even needed. One RP is all it takes to wipe Liquid off the map.
And Satanic didn't even pop BKB. He didn't even pop Refresher. Stone cold blood in this young carry as he believes in the team to bail him out. It was a very aggressive move from Insania. He wanted that Elder Titan, wanted to open up the fight for his cores, and it just backfires. You're looking at the damage split coming out from Spirit. The late game cores have arrived, and of course I mean the puck, but I also mean the Elder Titan Maposhka with the second life gets in there and gets dirty. And you were talking about those RPs. Honestly, that lasso, it was just so nasty from Rue. He found the shaker, plus I think it only cost the Elder Titan there. So absolutely be one lane. Just a question of how much more Satanic wants right now.
Oh, I think he wants the whole kit and caboodle.
Have to think about the spearbacks here. Taking a deep fight into Liquid base with Supernova Disruption.
There's the spear back. Satanic, wait, lasso. Okay, there's the disruption save.
He's still very
He's still
deep.
going to be in very deep. He throws out the arena with the BKB as well. Satanic is on the wrong side of this, but that's okay. Team Spirit are playing it slow for now, waiting
Stomp
on the
on the
BKB. The stomp on the morph with the Earth Splitter. Nisha has to contest this one. Now the RP, and it's the two of them. Supernova in the back lines. Mars not long for this world, but a skewer back on through, controlling up Mickey. He waveforms through, looking for more. Chasing after some of the back line, finally decides to man up Satanic.
This is just an Aegis though. Mickey, you are in
Another
way
spear
too far.
comes in, a horde toss to break the coil, and he's dead. An immediate buyback. They have to play for this one. Nisha's in trouble. Another skewer. Malik, knock him up and set him down into their graves. There is nothing left for Liquid now. It is all over.
They stared into the eyes of the snake, and Satanic met them head on. He stands and delivers. This Aegis still intact. They did not bring him down once as Team Spirit put on a late game show and say, welcome to the Coliseum. We have all the control in the world. What a game one.
What a great game one to be able to showcase these two teams, and Team Spirit showcase in particular that they are not to be trifled with in the late game. Liquid cannot let them get to this point.
Absolutely not. You have to